Hey everybody, Gigi Inspire here. It is Thursday. It's the day I go live. It's the day I love to share a little bit of the greatness that goes on in the world and that some of it that goes on in my brain to help us all get to the next level. So I've been thinking about this topic for a little bit because for years now, I've been an entrepreneur for years and years. But when I started in business way back when, I remember thinking, I used to be in medicine. And when I started in business, I remember thinking, I don't want to be in sales. I kind of feel a little weird about it. I don't know if anybody gets the heebie jeebies from sales. When I was a kid, my mom we would go to a department store, we'd go anywhere, and a salesperson would ask her if she needed help. And it was always, I'm good. I'm just looking. I don't need any help. You could always tell that she didn't like salespeople. So, message was really clear, sales bad. So I always thought that was not a very reputable field, not something that anybody would want to do. So I went to school, I got a degree, I went into medicine, and I decided that I wanted to be able to help people in as many ways as I could. And I found that there was some fulfillment lacking in that field because I started to realize that medicine is a business still, right? Even though we feel like it's not sales, when you go and sit with the doctor, they've got to sell you on why you need to take this medication. They've got to sell you on why you need to work out, why you need to have healthy habits, why you need to do all those things. And when I sat in class and I asked my professors, why are we not rewarding people for good health and preventative measures to be able to keep people healthy? He said the system's not set up that way. Medicine is a business, right? Illness is actually a business, right? The treatment of disease is a business. So your providers, yeah, they sell you. They want your best interest at heart, and they believe that they're going to help you, but they're also trying to sell you on how to get better and how to get healthier and how to eliminate disease. So for me, as a business, I started to understand that it's all about prevention. It's all about taking those steps to be able to be in a better situation. And most of the time when you're thinking about sales, people think somebody's trying to give me something I don't need, that I don't want, I can't afford, any of those kinds of things, right? But the fact of the matter is that if you believe that what you're doing is good, if what you are offering is good, you will push it. You will be passionate about it. You will believe in it. And in whatever case, so you may have any type of business out there, but when you want to sell something, when you want somebody to buy what you have, it has to do something with, is it going to be a better experience for them? Are they going to have more convenience? Is it going to save them money? Is it going to save them time? Is it going to make a difference for them somehow? What is that experience that they're going to have on the other end of whatever it is that your offering is? So that's what the sales component is what you have good for them. Do you believe it's good for them? Then it makes sense to be able to help get them into the right space so that they want it and they're going to buy it from you. When I started, I didn't really understand those nuances. So I remember there were some people that said, I feel like you're pressuring me and I don't like that. And I said, I'm not trying to pressure you. I believe what I'm doing is good and I want to be able to help you. Now, I wasn't articulate enough to actually give it to you that way or even explain it to them that way. But here's the deal. The more that you are passionate about what you're doing, how much do you know about what you're doing? If you're in retail, or if you are in medicine, or you're a teacher, or you're a project manager, or you're a landscape person, you're an artist, you're a financial advisor. I got into the financial business because I knew how passionate I was about getting my own house in order. So when I started in the business, I wanted to learn as much as I could about how to make sure that my money was together, getting us out of debt, saving for the future, better every step of the way. Yeah. But here's what happened. I said, I want to do everything I can. I don't want to be pigeonholed into one area. So one of the things that I offer is life insurance, and it's Life Insurance Awareness Month. For years, nobody knew that I did life insurance because I never wanted to talk about it. I only want to talk about the education and the better experience with your money. It's done me a huge disservice. It took me longer because I wasn't willing to talk about some of the things that are most important. Now, if you go on TikTok or you go on Instagram, you'll see money tips. You'll see people talking about different product, this insurance, be your own bank, IUL, blah, 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 blah. I've never talked about it. It's something that I'm almost adverse to. But think about when I look at the scope of our country and where we are right now, we need all of it. We need life insurance to make sure that our families are protected if something happens to us. I know when I leave the house, if I got hit by a bus, like my family would be absolutely emotionally devastated, but they'd be financially okay. That's a good place to be. That's a good peace of mind to have, knowing when I walk around day to day that they're going to be taken care of if God forbid anything happened to me. That's a big one. But I also know how to save money through it. So I can create tax benefits and ways to be able to grow money without taxes. There's a lot of things out there that most of us don't learn in school. I wasn't educated about these things. So I didn't have the wherewithal to put it in front of people and say, hey, this is something that would be a benefit to you. Now I see all the posts about it now, but I've also made sure that I do that, but I also help people in every area, with retirement, businesses, making sure that your investments are sound. That's something I do. I'm not able to really talk about it too much on here. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me. But the point is that don't pigeonhole yourself into one area, and be happy to talk about what it is that you do, because closed mouths don't get fed. If you're not going to share what you do with other people, they're not going to know, and they're not going to refer you. They're not going to become your client. And if you're passionate about what you do and you really love it, and you know it's good for people, don't shy away from sharing the message with others, because it can make a big impact on them. Now we have a growing team. We have people all over the country, and I'm grateful for it, because I've learned over time, you've got to be able to share the message. If you don't share the message, no one's going to know what you do. You're not a secret agent. Okay. And at the end of the day, it comes down to this. It can be a struggle. It can be hard. You can feel uninspired in some places, in some ways. I don't believe that uninspired or that laziness feeling is really because you don't have a benefit of what you do. It's that you may not be hitting it on the right slant. You may not be working at the right way. If you're not able to take what you're doing to the next level, what can you tweak about it? What would make you passionate about it? What would make you get better at sharing the message with other people? It takes work, hard work, success. They go hand in hand. They don't go with like, oh, there's no get rich quick. It's crazy because you see people that have, 1 million followers on Instagram, or all of their businesses on social media. Can you imagine if social media went away? What would happen then? So you've got to be diverse, right? When business wasn't based on social media, you had to actually like knock on doors and talk to people. Success comes from taking those steps that might be uncomfortable, but somehow you've got to be inspired in order to be able to get there. If you're feeling uninspired or you're feeling lazy, it's because there's something lacking in your approach. There's something either lacking in your product, or there's something lacking in how you're doing it. So I would tell you this: if you want success, if you want to be happy and have some of the next level things that you dream about, then you've got to figure out, what am I doing right now and where do I want to be? Because if you don't know the end game, it's going to be really difficult for you to build a roadmap along the way. So be inspired for a great life, everybody. I hope I gave you something to think about. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Be inspired. Take care.